stop what you're doing and look at the map. Because as of April 23rd, the rules of the game in the Persian Gulf just went up in smoke. For weeks, we've watched the IRGC play chicken with global shipping. We've watched them drop mines like they're planting a garden. But the wall of steel just stopped being a defensive barrier and turned into a predatory hunter. President Trump just issued the most aggressive order since the war began: shoot and kill. He didn't say warn them. He didn't say escort them. He said if an Iranian boat is caught laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz, the US Navy is authorized to delete it from the map. No hesitation, no radio calls, just kinetic reality. But that's not even the something bigger. While the world was focused on a few speedboats, the USS George H.W. Bush slipped into the Indian Ocean. Do the math, people. That makes 3 American carrier strike groups now sitting on Iran's throat. The Ford, the Lincoln, and now the Bush. We haven't seen this much concentrated firepower in one zip code since the invasion of Iraq in 2003. This isn't a presence mission anymore. This is a preparation for something massive. Today, we're going inside the hardware that Iran never saw coming, from the ghost fleet of GRC drone boats to the high-tech seizure of the MT Majestic X. Because the blockade just got a lot more violent. Let's talk about the machine that is making IRGC sailors lose sleep. It's called the GRC, Global Autonomous Reconnaissance Craft. Think of it as a robotic shark that never needs to breathe and never gets tired. These 16-foot ghost boats are the eyes of Task Force 59. While Iranian sailors are out there getting seasick in their speedboats, the GRC is sitting in Sea State 5. That's rough, choppy water, perfectly stable, recording everything in 4K night vision. The GRC is built to be a snitch. It shadows the Iranian Gashti-class fast boats. It's radar invisible and silent. It waits in the dark zones of the strait. The second it sees a mine being dropped, it doesn't even need to fire a shot. It just sends a high-priority data burst to an Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, like the USS Spruance. Before the Iranian crew can even celebrate dropping a mine, the Spy 6 radar has a lock on their engine room. The GRC is the ultimate troll. It's a $250,000 robot, making a billion-dollar regime look incompetent. Now, let's look at the big sticks. The USS Gerald R. Ford is back in the fight. After surviving a laundry room fire last week, which, let's be honest, is the most relatable thing a $13 billion ship has ever done, she's fully operational. But she brought friends. By April 24th, CENTCOM confirmed the triple carrier surge. When you have the Ford, the Lincoln, and the Bush in the same theater, you aren't just patrolling. You are owning the sky. We're talking over 200 aircraft. F/A-18 Super Hornets, A-18G Growlers for jamming their comms, and the stealthy F-35C Lightning II, Iran's S-300 air defense, is basically a collection of expensive garden ornaments against the F-35C. The Navy is also using P-8 Poseidons to hunt down the Dark Fleet, those sanctioned tankers trying to smuggle oil to keep the regime alive. On April 23rd, the MT Majestic X found out that the Indian Ocean isn't big enough to hide from the Fifth Fleet. They were boarded, seized, and redirected. The message is clear: if you're carrying Iranian oil, you're just a delivery driver for the US Navy now. Let's get tactical. Why is the Mark 45 Mod 4 5-inch gun the MVP of April 2026? Because it's the ultimate attitude adjuster. When the USS Spruance intercepted the cargo ship Tuskal, they didn't just sink it. They used disabling fire. They targeted the propulsion system with such precision that the ship stopped dead without sinking. It's like shooting the tires out of a car at 80 miles per hour, except the car weighs 20,000 tons and the bullet is a 70-pound high-explosive shell. The Navy is also using Ukrainian-style counter-drone tech. After seeing how sea drones changed the war in the Black Sea, the US turned every destroyer into a floating no-go zone. If an IRGC boat even looks like it's prepping a mine, the Aegis combat system has already calculated the firing solution. The wall of steel is a digital reality where the enemy loses the battle before they even realize it started. So, what is the something bigger? It's the total strategic suffocation. The US has redirected 34 ships since April 13th. Iran is losing $500 million a day. Their economy isn't just under pressure, it's in cardiac arrest. The US is clearing mines while the blockade stays sealed up tight. President Trump's message is clear. The strait stays closed until the regime runs out of air. Is this a necessary show of force to protect the world, or are we staring at the start of a hot war that nobody can stop? The three carriers are waiting for the answer. What do you think, bro? Is the shoot and kill order the right move? Let me know your tactical take in the comments. If you want more high-intensity naval breakdowns, hit that subscribe button. Stay sharp, stay lethal.